Crawford, Canelo, who you got?
Crawford, Canelo. I still say Canelo.
I got Canelo too.
I still say Canelo. Ring IQ, I believe that Crawford has a bit more.
Yeah.
However, it's just the size difference. I think that where Crawford is lacking is that he should test the waters even with somebody at that weight class before facing Canelo. But hey, they say he's a dog. He's got shot in the head and drove to the hospital, so maybe that's just his mentality.
But I think you gotta lean more towards Canelo because, like I said before, he been pitting big guys out and down, and Canelo not even really a 68 pounder. He probably really should be at 60 maybe, and he been hurting these guys. I think he be dropping these guys and things like that. So, and them guys be way bigger than him come fight night. I know that for sure. They be probably close to 200 pounds, and he dropping those guys like that. So, I don't know. It's gonna be a great fight. The fans want to see it. So,
A lengthy number of boxing experts have warned Terence Crawford to postpone his bout with Canelo Alvarez and take a break as soon as possible, only days after the bout was officially announced. First, fight. As he confidently projected a knockout victory for his boxer, Canelo Alvarez's great trainer Eddie Reynoso was among the first to warn Terence Crawford about his opponent.
Now, big fight September. Canelo Alvarez, the face of boxing against Crawford. What's your prediction?
Nos vamos a ganar por nocaut.
What round?
En el que sea, pero lo vamos a noquear esta vez.
What round do you say?
Whatever round, but they're gonna win by knockout.
Though Alvarez is the undisputed middleweight champion, his poor performance against William Skull in early May cast doubt on his form. Nevertheless, Reynoso is unfazed and believes Canelo can defeat Crawford. Reynoso made it apparent that he believes a knockout is inevitable in an interview with Ali Seekbach of Sneeze. He said, "We're going to win by knockout," in response to a question concerning the bout. Reynoso, however, refused to say which round the knockout will occur in when asked. "We're going to knock him out this time, regardless of the round."
Good fighter, great fighter, but Canelo the best.
Es un tremendo peleador. Crawford es un gran boxeador, muy completo, pero ese día van a ver otro Canelo.
He's a great fighter. Crawford's a great fighter, but that day he's facing Canelo.
That is true. Thank you, Eddie. Congratulations on the big win. Undisputed again.
Recognizing Crawford's ability, Reynoso acknowledged that Crawford is a very complete fighter. But that day, you're going to witness a different Canelo. Concerns about Alvarez's lackluster bout with Skull, in which detractors criticized his abnormally low punch output. Even Alvarez described the bout as dull, throwing just 152 blows to Skull's 293, were disregarded by Reynoso. In anticipation of his bout with Crawford, Canelo declared, "I hope September brings a different kind of fight." Despite Reynoso's overwhelming confidence, several analysts think Crawford has a realistic chance to win. According to former trainer Jeff Mayweather, Bud's best chance is to stay out of Alvarez's way and avoid a slugfest.
Canelo is also a great fighter but he owns that weight class that he's in. So I would just say that I think that Crawford has to fight almost a perfect fight to win. And take advantage of Canelo's mistake.
Trainer Derek Bosey. Ennis agreed, stating that Crawford might pull off an unexpected win if he can manage the tempo and irritate Canelo. Although it's still hard to predict a victor, one thing is for sure: if the fight delivers, the true winners will be the spectators. Additionally, Rolando "Rolly" Romero, a former super lightweight champion in the World Boxing Association, isn't convinced about the matchup, not because it's occurring, but rather because of how he envisions it unfolding.
A very long time.
Careful now. You are picking him to beat Bud, right?
Yeah, I'm picking him to beat Bud, but that doesn't mean anything. But you're right. You're right. Like, what is he? I mean, the way he stole fights.
Romero isn't hesitant to voice his thoughts regarding Canelo's opponent Crawford and his next fight as he appears on the Pound for Pound podcast. When Romero was questioned about Terence Crawford's prospects of defeating Canelo, he immediately tossed the 37-year-old into the same pile as Devin Haney. Romero asserted with assurance that there is a reason they have weight divisions. The 29-year-old is obviously on Canelo's side in the discussion. But Romero had a straightforward response when co-host Henry Cejudo interrupted and pressed him on the success that boxing's only 8-division champion Manny Pacquiao had switching weight classes over his career.
Fight ever, it might be the best fight ever. But I will tell you this, it's not a fight I truly care about. Crawford's not really entertaining, so I don't really care about how he fights. But I will tell you like this, he's a tremendous fighter. He's a great fighter, but he's not really entertaining outside the ring. There's nothing that makes me want to be like, I can't wait to see the next Terence Crawford.
Romero pointed to Crawford's transition from welterweight to super middleweight, saying that Manny Pacquiao didn't go up 3 weight classes at once. Romero's argument may have a problem, though, as the Filipino superstar did advance 3 categories following his second career defeat against Bunay Senzarat. After losing a bout at flyweight, Pacquiao made a huge move up 3 weight classes to fight Rayante Jamie and won the WBC International Super Bantamweight Championship in December 1999. Romero was then questioned about his forecast.
Divisions for a reason, right or wrong?
Manny Pacquiao, bro.
Okay.
What's your take on Manny?
Well, Pacquiao didn't move up 3 weight divisions at once.
Okay.
Fight a pound for pound fighter.
Okay, so Canelo's got it. How does Canelo get it done?
I don't know, man. It might be the boringest.
He said, I don't know, man. It might be the best fight ever, or it might be the most boring fight ever. He clarified that because Crawford isn't really entertaining, he didn't really care about his bouts in general. Romero nonetheless commended Crawford for his unadulterated boxing ability. It's important to note that Canelo's battle with William Skullex revealed some weaknesses in his defenses. He is no longer as agile and finds it more difficult to cut off the ring. Terence Crawford, with his cunning, evasive style, would probably take advantage of these weaknesses nevertheless. Romero seems to share Devin Haney's viewpoint, implying that he believes Haney and Crawford are comparable.
Like Canelo, is it because of the last fight? Like you haven't been a fan of Canelo, or like why? Like you like Crawford that much? Took your coffee.
What Canelo did on that day was disrespectful to boxing. It was just simply disrespectful to.
According to Rolly Romero, the former undisputed champion doesn't provide enough excitement or star power to merit a major battle, thus he has no desire in taking on Haney anytime soon. Romero told TMZ Sports that Haney just doesn't move after his incredible victory against Ryan Garcia in Times Square. The Needle Haney was never much of a fighter. In reference to Haney's defensive tactics, Romero claimed that he wasn't a big fighter when he faced Ryan, and that he isn't one now since he has only recently become a track star. Romero said directly, "What's the point of a matchup with..."
Lost a lot of fans this weekend. He's the first Mexican I've ever seen that doesn't know how to cut off the ring.
Benavidez fights entertaining. Woo! Oh, dude, that's a Mexican monster. Ooh, they call him the Mexican monster because everybody's scared of him.
Me quickly, are you looking forward to someone fighting Devin Haney? Instead, Romero claims he's a very different fighter from their 2022 battle and seems more eager in a rematch with Gervonta Davis. He's still waiting to truly celebrate, but for now, he's enjoying the high of his career-defining victory. Nevertheless, after his performance against William Skull earlier this month, Canelo Alvarez still seems to have fans. However, do you agree with Romero that Terence Crawford is uninteresting? When it comes to a possible bout between boxing stars Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, Ryan Garcia has left little space for doubt.
What about Canelo and Crawford? What do you think?
That's going to be a great fight too. I can't believe they made that happen. Turkey's been making a lot of great fights happen. You can't really hate on it. But I'm excited for that. I know Canelo is so big, so strong, and I think he'll be just too big. I mean, weight classes matter for a reason.
Garcia, who is well known for his provocative remarks, labeled Crawford an overhyped jerk in a recent interview and maintained that Alvarez would win if the two faced off in the ring. Garcia Sechi didn't hold back when he spoke to Sechi's TV, accusing Crawford of being a dull boxer who is only robbing boxing of its money and doesn't deserve the attention he gets.
Really hasn't beat nobody other than Errol Spence Jr. that went through a car crash. Name one guy that he beat other than Errol Spence that's well known. Sean Porter that was washed. Who has he beat? He hasn't beat nobody, bro. He's not gonna beat nobody, bro. Terence Crawford is alright, bro. Terence Crawford is not no, he ain't like that, bro. Terence Crawford is an overhyped bum, bro. I'm sorry. Somebody gotta say it. You're overhyped bum, bro. I'm looking at
even going so far as to confront Crawford, the young fighter, presently serving a doping sentence, said, "Come see me in the ring if you think I'm talking expletives." Given his current ban and the scandal surrounding his failed drug test earlier this year, Garcia's comments were especially audacious. It should come as no surprise that Garcia was adamant in his decision and even challenged one of the superstars to a fight if he disagreed.
Anytime, you think you can see Crawford? I can definitely see Crawford, bro. What do you mean? I've seen many fighters like him too. He's not that good, bro. He gets hit a lot, bro. He gets wobbled, hit, bro. He's not untouchable, bro. You act like he's Mayweather. He ain't Mayweather, bro. I don't think that he's not a great fighter, but I don't think he's as good as people. You know, not Tommy Hearns. You can't do that because he's not like that, bro. He hasn't fought nobody that has firepower like him.
Who would win, him or Boots?
I like Boots. In my opinion, I mean, I like Boots. I don't think Crawford could keep up with somebody that talented and young and fast. I haven't even seen him fight somebody talented, young and fast.
That is not Terence Crawford's personality. Terence Crawford is an overhyped jerk, Garcia told Say TV. "I apologize, but it must be said by someone. You're a cocky jerk. Right now I'm staring at the camera. Bro, you're a complete jerk. Don't pretend to be that way. Quit squandering everyone's money and robbing boxing. You're not fun. You're so dull. If you believe I'm talking gibberish, come see me in the ring. I can do it whenever you want, buddy, but it hasn't diminished his confidence that a fight with Crawford would happen eventually. Crawford was clearly visible to me. What are you saying?" Garcia said.
Terence Crawford. Why Terence Crawford?
I don't think he's as good as people say he is. I mean, you could debate me on that. I think I'm a better fighter, faster, stronger. I'm in my prime. He didn't look good his last fight. I can fight him at 154 if he wants it.
So you truly think that Terence Crawford's overrated?